FragPunk's the latest title to arrive on GeForce Now, but what exactly is it, and is it worth checking out on the service? Today we're here to answer just that, but before we do, you should know that the game is running at 1440p with all maxed out settings on GeForce Now's Ultimate tier. Now I do want to point out that I have disabled motion blur along with RTX, as I don't really think they make much sense for a competitive shooter like this. Now with that out of the way, let's get to talking about what exactly FragPunk is at its core, and that's a 5v5 competitive shooter with a bit of a twist. And that's RNG card mechanics being added that can really change up the flow and pace of a round and decide the outcome of a match. If I had to describe the game's feel to you by combining other games, I'd say grab a little bit of Call of Duty Search and Destroy, mix it in with some Valorant, and maybe some party games. That might sound a bit odd at first, but you'll understand when I describe what these shark cards can do. 3 are drawn at the beginning of every round, and your team must then use their currency and pool it together to activate these cards or choose not to do so. Some of these cards can be simple modifiers, such as increased damage multipliers, others can be funny and silly, such as a turtle on your back to prevent you from back damage, but then you have absolutely crazy modifiers such as being able to plant anywhere on the map or causing an extreme downpour of rain causing a slip and slide situation. There's an absolute ton of cards already in the game with promises of more to be added, and I gotta say it makes a good variety of choice. It really adds a whole new meaning to 2 rounds never playing out completely the same. There are other game modes such as Team Deathmatch as well as rotating role set for arcade mode, but at its core this is a bomb-based 5v5 competitive shooter. Now as for the actual experience of playing the game on GeForce Now, I gotta say, it's fantastic. The game runs extremely well on the Ultimate tier. Even on all epic settings, the game's easily pushing well past and into the 190 frame rate territory, which means you're well above 120. And as you know, that's fantastic news for any competitive gamer out there. Now I did play the game initially locally on my PC, and I gotta say the game holds up extremely well in the cloud. I will point out that while playing on GeForce Now, I was being sent to a server that is a bit further than what I'm used to, so my ping wasn't optimal for this style of game. But despite that, I'll let you know that it took me about a round and a half to really get accustomed to the difference in feel. And while I wouldn't call it a big difference whatsoever, in fact I'd argue most people probably wouldn't even be able to tell themselves, as somebody who does play a lot of competitive games, I did feel it even if it was small. And to be completely fair to GeForce Now, I do want to point out that I was once again connecting to a server that was double the distance than my usual one, increasing the ping by double as well. At the end of the day though, I had an absolute blast playing the game. I'll give it the highest praise I could give any cloud experience, and that's that I completely forgot I was playing in the cloud halfway through. Now that you know what FragPunk is and how it plays on GeForce Now, should you check it out? Absolutely, it's free to play and it's fantastic. Better yet, if you're looking for something more casual than Valorant or CS, then this is it. It's easy to pick up and play, and there's an absolute ton of variety that really does make it feel fresh. With cloud gaming services such as GeForce Now, it makes it easier than ever as well to check a free-to-play game like this out, since you don't have to bother downloading anything. In my opinion, that's a huge win, and I think a lot of people will be pleasantly surprised with this game. In fact, a lot of people already are. The game's got an absolute ton of players, with its 24-hour peak being at 84,000, and with over 19,000 reviews putting it at mostly positive. Either way, I'll leave you off with some raw gameplay. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you want more like it, subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. And as always, this has been Steven from Anytime Anywhere Gaming, wishing you a great day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.
So close, so close.